How are we doing, everybody? Welcome into the Baltimore Ravens rebuild on the channel here today. Took a little bit of a break from the rebuilds on the channel just because it was in the middle of the off season for the past like month and a half, and a lot of moves are getting made, and it was just a weird time for Madden 23 where you either have to choose between updated rosters and basically simming a year through with the updated rosters and getting the new draftees that following year, or you go in with not updated rosters and then you kind of just use the first year as a waste year, and then you kind of try to make up for the moves in that first offseason. So what I kind of waited basically until the free agency was kind of over in a way. It's still going on, but it's basically quieted down for the most part. And we have, for the most part, the updated rosters, what we are looking like going into the 2023-2024 season. The only thing is we don't have the rookies. So in this rebuild today, the first year of this 2023-2024 season, which is obviously 2022 season in Madden, it's going to be without any of the rookies. And then the first offseason, we will be bringing in the 2023 draft class. It's kind of weird. Like I said, it's kind of a weird time for Madden for basically getting the rebuilds because the years are going to be off a little bit based off if you want the updated rosters. So we're going to treat this first year kind of like we have the right team. We just don't have the rookies yet in a way. So regarding the Ravens, the big thing this offseason was what's going to happen with Lamar Jackson. Originally, it was reported that obviously he wasn't getting the deal he wanted to get extended. Obviously, the Ravens could look to franchise tag him, and then it came out that Lamar Jackson actually ended up requesting a trade from the Ravens, and nothing's really happened on that front. No teams have been really interested. Basically, everyone's showing they don't have interest in even signing him if he does hit the open market. I don't think he's going to end up hitting the open market. I think he's going to end up staying in Baltimore more than likely, at least for this year. I mean, I don't think this 2023 season he'll be on a different team other than the Baltimore Ravens. But so in this rebuild, I am going to be extending Lamar Jackson if I can, because this is going to be what I think is going to happen. I think he's going to end up sticking around in Baltimore. They did bring in OBJ like a few days ago, maybe like a week ago since I'm recording this, on a 1-year deal. So we'll have him at least for a year or two in this rebuild. They brought in Nelson Aguilar. They still have Rashad Bateman, Devin Duvernay. Offensive line basically going to remain the same. Zietler, Linderbaum, Ronnie Stanley. They got some. I mean, that's a solid team. Mark Andrews obviously at tight end, Isaiah Likely behind him. And then defensively, they did release Calais Campbell, so the front seven might not be as great. Michael Pierce is leading the way in the top of the 3-4. I love Adefe, Patrick Queen, Raquan Smith, who they got from the Bears in that trade earlier. Kyle Hamilton, kind of exciting. They got Marcus Williams, Marlon Humphrey, and Trayvon Mullen. I mean, you can see the cornerbacks is definitely the weakness of this team right now. But yeah, so this first year is going to kind of be like it's kind of like the first year of the rebuild, since it is the updated rosters. We just don't have any of the rookies. And I wanted to say I do have the draft class in here, as you can see. You know, CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, Christian Gonzalez, Will Levis, Will Anderson, all the way down the board. So we do have the real draft class here in this one. So we'll see who we end up taking once we get through this first year. Not going to make any moves more than likely during this first year unless we're get to the halfway point. It seems like we might need to trade some pieces or whatnot. We'll figure it out when we get there, but I will see you guys at the midway point here. All right, 2-5 at the midseason point. Didn't really expect us to be very good anyway this year. Mock draft 2, take a look at it. In real life, obviously we're kind of a year ahead. It's not correct. We're picking at the Ravens pick at 22. We're probably gonna end up having a higher pick than 22 in this class, but I'm more than likely, I don't think I'm going to take somebody that's like super unrealistic. I'm going to try to keep it semi-realistic. Like, I'm not going to take Christian Gonzalez hypothetically. We picked at like 9, I might move. I don't know. Maybe I won't move back, but I might take someone that's more realistic, like a guy someone the Baltimore Ravens could actually end up with. But the only thing I really want to do right now is extend Lamar Jackson if we can. We got $63 million in cap room, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give him everything he wants. I'm just gonna give him player friendly 7-year deal, and Lamar Jackson's back. So Lamar Jackson's locked up. That's the only thing I'm gonna worry about doing right now. I don't think there's anyone else that I know I want to bring back at the moment. So I will see you guys at the end of the season. Wow, we actually ended. We were 2-5. We ended up 11-6, and we missed the playoffs. So we are going to have a later pick, which is kind of nice. Yeah, we're actually probably been picking right around where we were supposed to pick in real life. So yeah, we missed the playoffs. We go 11-6, which is crazy. But yeah, I guess we'll just get right into the offseason. All right, Super Bowl's the Raiders and the Falcons. Is Desmond Ritter just like the greatest player of all time? That's for Raiders, Falcons. Okay, well, there's your sneak peek of next year's Super Bowl. I just want to see if there's any other upgrades on our team. Doesn't look like it on offense. Leonard Baum, we obviously knew was going to have star development, and that's looks like that is it. Okay, cool. So we're gonna have no development trade upgrades, which is good. I didn't want anyone to jump up really. So we're getting right into the offseason. We'll have a little bit of cap to work with and figure out what we're gonna do. Season recap here. We got Dak Prescott won MVP, Mike McCarthy Coach of the Year, Josh Jacobs Offensive Player of the Year. He actually led the Raiders to the Super Bowl championship. Oh wow, Garoppolo won Super Bowl MVP too. Okay, Myles Garrett Defense Player of the Year for the Browns, Drake London Offensive Rookie of the Year for the Falcons, and Aiden Hutchinson Defensive Rookie of the Year for the Lions. So Raiders get the win the Super Bowl 31-28 over Atlanta. So put your money on the Vegas. Now wait, no, don't do that. Don't listen to me. Do not take that advice right there. As we will go ahead and get right into our re-sign players phase. All right, mock draft 3. This will tell us exactly what we're picking in the draft. We're picking at 22 in real life, and here we are picking at 17. BJ Ojolari is Jamu Ojolari. Interesting. Okay. So we're picking at 17. So kind of similar where they're picking in real life. I mean, 5 spots higher. So we'll see who ends up kind of being there for us and who makes sense for us to take there at 17. 11 players trying to negotiate. Let's see if there's anybody here I want to bring back. Brent Urban can walk. Justice Hill can walk. I don't think anyone, none of these people I'm bringing back. So everyone is going to walk. We will go ahead and get into free agency week 1. All right, taking a look at the team, I think I definitely want to. I know they just brought in Nelson Aguilar, but I don't want Nelson Aguilar. I want Rashawn Bateman, Duvernay, and OBJ being our top 3 guys. Running back's going to be fine. We obviously re-signed Lamar. Offensive line, we can maybe use a guard. I think that's definitely in play, an offensive guard to play over Cleveland. And then defensively, 3-4 end probably. I mean, and corner. Corner is such a big need for us still. So we'll see who's there in free agency. Yeah, there's not really a guard I want. I mean, Trey Turner would probably be okay for a couple years, but don't really absolutely need Trey Turner, Garrett Bradbury could hypothetically move over. That's definitely in the cards. So what I actually am going to do here, I am going to move David Ajabo to right outside linebacker so he can start. Because I'm just going to go ahead and probably trade Tyus Bauer here. Jabo's going to move over to right outside linebacker. So him and Owe should be coming off the edge. So we'll go ahead. We're going to trade Bowser and then probably sign a 3-4 end. All right, we're sending Tyus Bowser over to the Lions for a 3rd-round pick in this year's draft. They had green interest in him, so I just went ahead and sent him over to an NFC team. And I think I'm going to sign... I am going to sign a DB for sure. I think I'm going to give Shaq Griffin a 1-year deal. Just player-friendly, 1-year deal for him. Kind of overspend for him a little bit. He has no offers. I think we'll get Shaq Griffin. That gives us another corner to have for us right now. And then I'm also going to give Dean Lowry a 1-year deal to play the 3-4 end for us. So Dean Lowry and Shaq Griffin are probably going to be our only offers. There's not a lineman I really want to pay. So Shaq Griffin and Dean Lowry, 1-day eval. We get both Shaq Griffin and Dean Lowry coming into play on our defense. That's the only thing I'm going to do for agency. We're going to get here right into the NFL draft. All right, before we get there, we got 5th-year option, Patrick Queen. Yeah, we'll just go ahead. We'll pick up, we'll give him his 5th-year option so we don't have to pay him earlier. All right, mock draft 5. Looks like Bryce Young, CJ Stroud 1-2, Will Anderson, Jalen Carter, Christian Gonzalez, Foskey all the way up at 6. Interesting. Okay. Levis, Siaki Ika at 9. Okay. All right. They have us taking Myles Murphy, which, I mean, I'm not completely opposed to it. Let's see what else. So Myles Murphy, AR-15s moving all the way down to 22. Okay. Man, I really like Joey Porter Jr. I'd really like to go up and get Joey Porter Jr. That might be something I look to do, maybe. Joey Porter Jr. I mean, Myles Murphy could make sense, but if we can move up to 12 and grab Joey Porter Jr., I don't see Deonte Banks in this class because I do, or even, is Devin Witherspoon up here? I don't see Banks or Witherspoon anywhere on here, and those are definitely first-round guys in real life, and they're not projected to go first round here in this draft, so could be interesting. All right, so after thinking about it, I don't think I'm going to move up. I think if I can just get Miles Murphy at 17, that's probably what I end up doing. I am going to skip through this. I'm curious. It is Bryce Young to Tennessee, CJ Stroud to Indianapolis. Will Anderson goes to the Patriots. Seattle at 4 takes Jalen Carter. Christian Gonzalez to Philadelphia. Houston goes Isaiah Foskey. Will Levis at 7 to Detroit. Vikings do take Siaki Ika. Jags, Brian Branch at 9. Bucks at 10 take Skoronski. Steelers go ahead and take Tyree Wilson. Lions at 12 do take Joey Porter Jr. That's where I would have had to move up. Eagles second pick. They get JSN. So they just got Christian Gonzalez and JSN. Great. Bears get Lucas Van Ness. Cardinals at 15. Obviously, this draft order is not what it is in real life. I wasn't going to go ahead and edit everyone. So Jordan Addison goes right before us. I am going to select here. I think I've convinced myself. I really like Devin Witherspoon, but he's not going to make it to 17. I don't think in the real draft. I'm just going to take Miles Murphy. Miles Murphy's a guy where I could see him going super. He could hypothetically go top 10, but I also see him falling out of the first round in real life. But I feel like for where we're at, I think Miles Murphy would be a good pick for us here at 17. If like Deonte Banks was scouted higher, or if there's another wide receiver I knew I wanted at this spot, I would maybe consider that. But I'm just going to go ahead and take Miles Murphy. I mean, Zay Flowers, I like the idea, maybe even Quentin Johnson. But I'm going to take Miles Murphy. He's projected to go here in the mock draft. We're going to take Miles Murphy out of Clemson. I know it's Abilene Christian, but Miles Murphy out of Clemson. Normal development. It is what it is. But Miles Murphy, welcome to Baltimore. Hopefully he can get a development trade upgrade. All right, 17th overall now here in the second round. John Michael Schmitz is still on the board. I think receiver would be pretty cool. I ain't going to take Keyshawn Booty. I ain't doing that. Corner still makes sense for us. Keely Ringo's here. So is Emmanuel Forbes. What's Ringo looking like? Does Ringo got good grades? Marginal jumping. A-press. C-zone. Slot corner. We might look at taking Ringo. I do like Emmanuel Forbes a lot as a player. B-man, B-press, C-zone. He's a slot guy. Poor speed and poor acceleration. Never mind. Whoever did him did Emmanuel Forbes dirty. Jalen Hyatt. Jalen Hyatt be really fun. But I am going to go ahead and I'm just going to take Keely Ringo. I'm going to grab a corner to help us out. Keely Ringo out of Georgia. Abilene Christian again. But Keely Ringo, he's got hidden depth. That's cool. All right, we should have it. Yeah, we have an early. This is the Lions pick that we got for Tyus Bowser and Jalen Hyatt. There it is. Boom. I'm gonna take Jalen Hyatt here. Speedster. I don't think he could be a fringe first round pick in real life. I think he'll end up going early second round. But we're gonna take Jalen Hyatt here in the third round out of Tennessee. He's a burner. 93 speed, 93 excel. It's probably maybe that might be even a little too slow for Jalen Hyatt, but we get a deep threat for Lamar. All right, I'm going with the Bama guard here, Emil Ekiyor. 24 years old, but a run block here in the mid-third round. We do need offensive line help, interior offensive line help. I'm going to go ahead and take him. Hidden development, let's go. 87 strength for him. He might be plug and play. Picking here now in the fourth round. Kind of just looking for depth at this point. I'm going to take him. I really like him. I know we don't need tight end, but I like him as a prospect in real life. Yeah, we'll see. All right, now here in the fifth round, Sean Tucker out of Cutius. When Tank Dell's still here, that's kind of cool, but I know in Madden, based on the fact that he's still up there, I know he's not that great of a prospect in this game. Just kind of a fun one. I'm going to take Deuce Vaughn here. 5'5", little short guy. I know it's not a good pick, but I'm just going to take Deuce Vaughn. 5'5". Love it. And I'm just going to let the CPU handle the rest because at this point, who knows? Eventually in the draft, I just took Deuce Vaughn because I kind of think it's a fun little pick for him. But everything else I'm pretty happy with. I mean, Jalen Hyatt, we'll see if he can develop. Obviously, Miles Murphy, hopefully he'll be high enough overall where he can at least get on the field right away. And then Keely Ringo with him, Dev's cool. So yeah, Miles Murphy is 76. Hopefully he'll play right away. Ringo will probably be our fourth corner. There's Hyatt is a 70. Ekiyor, he won't start right away. Dang, Kuntz is only a 65, dang. And then Deuce Vaughn's a 70, which is fine. And they took Danny Harrington and Jermaine Richardson. Okay. 2 Georgia DBs. All right, so looking at our offense going into kind of the first year, kind of year and a half, Ekiyor does come in and plug and play, which I do kind of like, even though he's not the high button overall. Jalen Hyatt doesn't look like he's even on the depth chart at the moment because we have a ton of wide receivers. I am going to move Aguilar. I forgot to do that. I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of him right now. Nelson Aguilar. I ain't gonna trade him. I'm just gonna release him. So Aguilar just got cut, and then defensively, I mean, I like Miles Murphy plugging in, playing at right end for us. I know we signed Dean at Lowry, but now it's just a rotational guy. We got Shaq Griffin, Trayvon Mullen, Keely Ringo. I like that. Secondary's definitely improved. And I really like the look at the linebackers with Patrick Queen and Roquan Smith, Ojabo and Owe coming off the edge. Yeah, I like our defense is probably the most intriguing thing. I think if we can help let's put Ringo in that slot. I like that. If we can help maybe get Lamar Jackson some more weapons here, like especially like when OBJ's over contract, Duvernay. If we can kind of find a big fish or two at wide receiver, I think we'll have a good chance of having a pretty good offense. All right, midway point here of season number 2. We're 3-4. We were 2-5 last time. We'll go ahead and take a look at mock draft 2. Obviously, these are the now auto-generated prospects, and we got a couple quarterbacks up here. Zachary Lau, whose offensive tackle looks great. And we got 7 players ready to negotiate, and we have $3 million in cap room. So, well, we're not going to be able to sign anybody, at least at the moment, because we have no money. Where's our money going? Jeez, yeah, we do. Look at these contracts. Marcus Williams making a ton. Stanley, Roquan Smith. Not going to worry about Tucker, Marlon Humphrey, Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews. Yeah, we just are not going to have the money to bring back people. Patrick Queen, 13 mil. Oh, my Lord, in the following year. Jeez. Morgan Moses. I mean, there's not like... It's tough. But the thing is, I don't have to bring back like Dobbins, so it's not that big of a deal. We can figure that. We can kind of plug. I mean, there's none of these guys that just absolutely must bring back, so I'm not going to worry about it. We'll figure out in the offseason if we're going to have some more money open up. But we're 3-4. See if maybe we can get to the playoffs. All right, 8-9. We do end up missing the playoffs, unfortunately. We'll take a look at the stats. We're gonna need to figure something out here. Maybe our offense, man. Lamar didn't throw the ball much. 25 touchdowns, 9 picks. He ran for 868. J.K. Dobbins had an okay, only 4 yards per carry though, which is kind of tough. 12 scores. Lamar had 13 scores. Receiving wise, yeah, we didn't throw for much yards. Rashad Bateman, OBJ, Mark Andrews, kind of all three leading the way around 700, 750 plus, and then Duvernay with 631. And then defensively, Roquan Smith, Patrick Queen had a bunch of tackles. You look at tackles for loss, we got 13. Metabuki, 13 for Michael Pierce, 11 for Oda Feawa, and then Miles Murphy led our team in sacks 10.5. He might, I mean, he hypothetically could have won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Don't know. He was our only guy with a handful of sacks, which is kind of unfortunate. A lot of guys with a couple picks. Kicking, Justin Tucker missed twice, dude. But yeah, 8-9. We are in a tough division, but hopefully we can, make some. We got a pretty decent overall team. We just gotta figure out maybe some moves here. Miles Murphy does have an upgrade here. I'm assuming he won something, right? He did win Defensive Rookie of the Year, which is dope. Yeah, he's up to star 2. Let's go. Need that. We'll do run stopper for him. Browns defeat the Packers in the Super Bowl. Sean Watson, Super Bowl MVP. We got Jalen Hurts as MVP. Doug Peterson, Coach of the Year. Cooper Kupp, Offensive Player of the Year. Myles Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year again. Michael Mayer, Offensive Rookie of the Year for the Commanders. And then Jalen Carter won Defensive Rookie of the Year for the Seahawks. Miles Murphy must have won AFC Defensive Rookie of the Year then. That was the only thing that makes sense as we will get into our re-sign players phase. And I forgot to check to see if we had any development trade upgrades. We'll take a look at it here offensively. Nothing on offense. Ecure had star dev, which doesn't surprise me. And then defensively, any upgrades? Miles Murphy, obviously we knew that though. And then Keely Ringo, a superstar X Factor. Why? I mean, he could. I mean, he was the CB1 forever until throughout the year. Everyone's like Keely Ringo, and then it just died off. Now he's probably it looks like he's probably gonna be in a second round pick, but he's got superstar X Factor, so that's pretty sick. So Keely Ringo is definitely in our long-term plans. 14 players ready to negotiate. We got 23 mil. I'm not bringing back Dobbins, Shaq Griffin. I guess everyone's going to have to end up walking more than likely. I'd like to bring back Matabuki, but we'll see. 23 mil. I mean, we can try to bring him back. 2 years. I mean, I can only give him 2 years. And he's like, I'm good. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Tag. 19 mil. We can't afford it. Bunch of guys walking free agency because our cap situation is not good. We'll advance this to free agency. We might have to sign a couple pieces. They're just going to have to be cheap pieces. We're just trying to kind of bridge this year. Offensively, offensive line still remains the same. I guess we could move Morgan Moses for sure. We have Fall Ole backing him up. I just kind of noticed that. We could go ahead and move Morgan Moses. Can we just get rid of him? Free $5 million cap. Is it even worth it? No, I'll probably just end up keeping him. It's probably not worth it. We do need a running back. I don't think Deuce Vaughn's not the answer. We need a running back, another receiver, and then some defensive line help and a safety. Jeez, we just have no depth anymore. All of our depth's gone. We just need to sign depth pieces. I'm just going to go ahead and sign up a handful of people that can just be depth pieces. Running back, Austin Eckler would be so cool, but we just don't have the money to dish to a running back. I mean, not someone like Eckler. I can't give him that much. He has no offers, though. I mean, and he has interest in us. It's tough. Swift wants $4 million. Do we just get Swift and call it good? We'll figure it out. All right, I'm giving a 3-year deal to Swift because we do need a running back. So Swift on a 3-year deal, he'll probably take that. Receiver, I'm not going to worry about right now. We definitely need a defensive end, a defensive tackle. If I can get one both. If I can get both for like less than 10 mil, that'd be cool. There we go. Marlon Davidson. On a 2-year deal, that's fine. Javon Kinlaw on a 1-year deal. Melvin Ingram, old guy, 1-year deal, sure. And we have $5 million. Monty Oruwariye, it's gonna have to be on a 1-year deal. We have $1 million left. Did we get our boys? That's so funny. We have no money at all. But we need depth pieces. Everything else is we got them all. We got all 5. So we were able to sign some depth. Get DeAndre Swift to come play running back. We have $1 million. We have no cap. We're gonna have to probably nail on a couple draft picks here. So we're just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna send this right to the draft. 5th-year option on Rashad Bateman. We're gonna have to pick that up for sure. We don't have time. We don't have the money to be wasting. We have to prolong paying people for as long as possible. Another 5th-year option. We're picking it up. FAOA for sure. All right, we're picking at 13. I'm looking at mock draft 5. We're trying to get an idea of who that we're gonna end up taking because yeah, we need to hit on some players for sure. All right, NFL draft time. We are here at 13. I'm thinking end if we can. Byron Vick's a first-round talent, though. What does Merriweather look like? Because we lost Matabuki in the free agency. And Merriweather looks pretty decent. C power moves, B finesse moves, B play rec. I mean, he's definitely good, and that fits a need for us for sure. What's Byron Vick? We do. I mean, receiver is a receiver. We know he's a first-round talent. 6'3". Looks at me, looks good. I think I'd rather take the end and call it good. Another first-round talent receiver here is on the board. Oscar Thompson, 5'8" slot guy. Jeez, 4.24. Yeah, he's exciting. That dude's electric looking, but we're gonna take the end. This might be a normal dev pick, but we need it. We have to fill need normal development. Oh man, didn't want to move up. We just don't have. I don't want to move up, waste assets. JoJo Bradford's a round 1 talent. Well, that's why we don't move up. We have a round 1 talent receiver sitting here in the 2nd round. So JoJo Bradford, welcome to the team. 98 speed, 98 excel, and he's got normal dev. Dang, that's crazy. But hey, there's our 3rd receiver maybe. All right, taking Marcus Clemens here in the 3rd round. Yeah, he looked amazing. 89 strength, speed rusher, hidden development there in the 3rd round. We'll take it. All right, I'm taking this safety Sterling Gary out of Duke, 5'10". We just need depth. Physicals look pretty decent. Good acceleration, great agility, good speed, great strength. Seems like it could be all right. Normal dev, but I'm not really surprised. So I went safety last pick, and now I'm doing it again. I'm going strong safety, Juan Glover. 89 speed, 89 excel, 90 agility. Pretty decent athletic ratings, just normal development. But we just need depth, man. We lost so much in free agency there just because we didn't have the money. So we just need to fill up our backups basically. And that's the thing that's nice about Madden franchise without injuries on is that I don't have to worry about people rotating in as much because people don't get hurt. All right, I'm gonna take this wide receiver just because he's around 3 to 4 talent, even though he's a post. He's not supposed to get drafted, but he's around 3 to 4 talent. He's fast. Let's just go ahead and take him. Tory Rivers, 96 speed, 96 excel. We're just getting Lamar Jackson burners, but the problem is we don't throw the football in our playbook. All right, last pick, 7th round. Just took an outside linebacker. Gonna move inside though because he has a pass coverage base. So 80 acceleration is pretty good, but 82 speed. Just wanted to get a backup middle linebacker. And that'll do it for our draft. We'll load out this one and see how we did with everybody. All right, draft recap here. Merriweather's a 72, kind of disappointing for sure. Bradford's good at 75. He's just normal dev. Marcus Clemens, hidden dev, looks pretty okay. Gary and Glover both mid 60s. Rivers is a 70, and then Anderson's a 62. Oh, well, I'm going to move Anderson to middle linebacker real quick. All right, lineup going into the third year at the moment before I check out maybe free agency. So we signed DeAndre Swift. We still have OBJ, Rashad Bateman, JoJo Bradford's going to be the third receiver. Offensive line remains the same. Morgan Moses is absolutely a candidate to get moved at the deadline because we got Fall ready to go. Defensively, the front seven is kind of the same. Miles Murphy still starting. This time we got Merriweather now going to start. We got Ringo, Marlon Humphrey, Emmanuel Warrior, which isn't terrible. And then same safeties in Marcus Williams and Kyle Hamilton. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to check for agency real quick to see if there is anybody here that I, might be able to pick up. We probably don't have the money to do it anyway. I'm not signing a punter, but do we have money? We got $6 million. All right, 4-3, the midseason points. Actually, the best we have been so far, the midseason point, which is nice. Mock draft 2, we'll take a look at it quickly. Ooh, looks like a stud tight end, Scotty Jones. Wow, he looks really good. And then we're obviously way down the board right now, projected to pick right now at 20, and they have taken a halfback, which why would we do that? We have DeAndre Swift, but I digress. All right, 7 players ready to negotiate. We have 20 mil. Yay. So bad. Michael Pierce on a 1-year deal. I'm not against that. Patrick Queen's going to go. I need to get rid of, if I could trade Patrick Queen, I would, but we're, in the playoff race. I need to trade Morgan Moses. That's for sure. That's happening. We have Fall so I'm just going to trade Morgan Moses right now. If we were not, contending in the playoff race, I would trade Patrick Queen, but, I just can't do it. Morgan Moses to Washington for a 5th-round pick in this year's draft. I just wanted to trade him for a late-round pick because he wasn't going to play anymore, and I wasn't going to re-sign him. So we will send this to the playoffs. Hopefully we can make it here in this third year. All right, and we made the playoffs for the first time in the video here today, here in year 3. We're 10-7. We're a wildcard team, but hey, we'll take it. Playoffs are cool. Take a look at the stats. I'm sure we don't pass for at all. Yeah, I guess offense doesn't pass the ball. Lamar's still efficient. He just doesn't pass. Swift was okay. 3.7 per carry, could be better. Lamar was still pretty okay on the ground. Deuce Vaughn actually gets a decent amount of run. Cool for Deuce Vaughn, only 3 yards per carry, but kind of neat. At least we have Mark Andrews went off this year. Rashad Bateman over 1,000, which is cool. OBJ, he's going to end up walking JoJo Bradford in his first year. Didn't do much, but that's because Mark Andrews is feeding those targets. Tackle-wise, Patrick Queen led us. Roquan Smith also had basically almost 100. Let's look at our sack numbers. Anything decent? Michael Pierce, 17 tackles for loss, only 8.5 sacks. Yeah, our sack numbers went way down. 8.5. Michael Pierce, 6.5. Miles Murphy only had 6 this time. Ojabo only 3. Interception-wise, Keely Ringo had 3. Marlon Humphrey had 2. And Marcus Williams had 2. Not too bad, though. I'll take it for the moment. We made the playoffs, which is a positive. We need to obviously build off this, though. Offensively, our defense is really good. We just don't score enough. We don't pass the ball well. We're a running-based offense, obviously, which I'm cool with. I'm cool. I want Lamar to run, so I'm cool with not changing the offense. I just hope I hope the playbooks will be good enough to get us far because we got to take on the freaking Bills right away, which is horrible. As we have a handful of upgrades, we'll just let the CPU take care of those. All right, can we get past Buffalo? I'm assuming not. And I was right. We lose 35-14. All right, well, on to the next offseason. OBJ is going to be a free agent, so definitely going to need to figure out what we're going to do at receiver because we're going to need someone else. We'll see if we have a little bit of money to maybe sign a receiver. If not, we can look in the draft, of course, as well. But overall, I'm pretty happy with where our team is defensively. Offensively, I feel like we just need to help Lamar out a little bit more. As Kansas City and Seattle is playing for the Super Bowl. See if we had any development trade upgrades. We'll clear quickly. Doesn't look like we had anything on offense, and then defensively, no as well. I forgot I drafted this Marcus Clemens, who's just way down the totem pole right now with hidden dev, which is unfortunate, but oh well. Solid season. We just got to see if we can hopefully win a couple of playoff games next year. As we'll take a look at 2024 season recap. Chiefs do defeat the Seahawks. Patrick Mahomes is Super Bowl MVP. Marcus Mariota won NFL MVP for the Vikings. Mike McCarthy, Coach of the Year. Justin Jefferson, Offensive Player of the Year. Max Crosby, Defensive Player of the Year for the Raiders. Calvin Hendricks, Quarterback for the Falcons, won Offensive Rookie of the Year. And then Shaden Bright, Defensive Rookie of the Year for the Rams. Okay. Marcus Mariota, NFL MVP for the Vikings. What? Kevin O'Connell, I guess, is just the quarterback whisperer up there, up in Minnesota, man. What the heck? All right. We have 20 mil. $21 million to bring back people. Michael Pierce can go. OBJ can go. Patrick Queen I want to bring back, but our money situation is just not there. Kinlaw, everyone else can probably walk other than I need to, what does Patrick Queen want? I just don't think I can give it to him. I'm going to offer him the neutral contract. He wants to leave. He can leave. I am going to give Amani Owarie a 1-year deal, though, to come back if he wants it. Cool. We just need an extra third, maybe fourth corner for sure. And he's cheap. Might as well bring him back while we can. So we'll hit a free agency with no money again. Sweet. I mean, offensively, we need a receiver. We know that. Offensive guard, need that. Receiver, guard, and a linebacker. I think everything else we can absolutely improve on, but money-wise, I don't know if we have the ability to do it. Marcus Clemens has Superstar X Factor? I drafted him in the 3rd round, Superstar X Factor defensive tackle. That's crazy. That's sweet. Well, now we don't really need to upgrade there. Hopefully he can just get developed. Hopefully he can just develop. We need a receiver, though. We need offensive guard. We'll see who's here. Aaron Donald's here. He wants 28 mil. We don't have enough. Do I just put all my eggs in one basket and sign a receiver? I think I need to. I mean, there's a handful of guys here. I would give Elijah Moore like a 2-year deal. He could come in and play with Bateman and JoJo Bradford. I think that's cool. 11 mil. I'm going to do it. I'm going to give him a 2-year deal if I can. I'm going to give him a player-friendly 2-year deal. Don't know if he's going to take that, but we'll see. We are his top offer. Hopefully we do land Elijah Moore. That'd be nice. We have 5 mil left. I'm just going to sign another middle linebacker. We're probably going to have to draft a linebacker or a guard. We can't afford Patrick Queen. We know that. We either have to sign a 2nd-tier middle linebacker or we sign a guard here right now. Either way, the other one we need to get in the draft. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sign a 2nd-tier, probably middle linebacker. Devin Bush would be sweet. We just don't have the money for it. We kind of do. Jelani Tavai. It's going to be Jelani Tavai on a 2-year deal. It's going to be a 2-year deal for Jelani Tavai. There goes all of our cap, but it's fine for now. We'll figure it out. Elijah Moore, Jelani Tavai. We got them both. So Elijah Moore, Jelani Tavai. We have 30,000 in cap room. This is horrible. But everyone that's making money, I feel like I'll take a look at it again right here, right now. But I don't think there's anyone that just like makes sense to move. I understand for the money aspect, but I also want to be competitive. Like Mark Andrews, fine. Lamar's making so much. Jesus Christ, look how much money Lamar Jackson's making. But it's fine. It is what it is. Marlon Humphrey, fine. Roquan Smith, that's so much, but it's whatever. Ronnie Stanley, we're going to have to look to maybe get rid of or extend. Tucker, whatever. Marcus Williams, it's too much, but whatever. I mean, that's really it. It's just Lamar Jackson's killing us with his contract, but, you know, that's what you do. You pay a ton of money to a quarterback, and hopefully the rest, he can lead you. So we'll go ahead and we'll head over to the NFL draft. We need an offensive lineman. That's our number one priority. 5th-year option, Kyle Hamilton. You know what time it is. Everyone's getting the 5th-year option. We don't have the ability to be declining 5th-year options and looking to extending people because we don't have any money. All right, mock draft 5. We're going to be picking, what, like 20-ish? We need an offensive lineman. There you go. We got 2 right here. We got Joe Staleshki from Georgia, Isaiah Andrews. There's a handful of offensive linemen. I mean, it's probably going to end up, if Isaiah Andrews looks pretty decent, I'm going to scout him all the way as much as I can. Probably will end up being the pick, though, if he's decent enough. All right, NFL draft time. I'm not going to move up one spot for the center, Staleshki. He's going to go right there to Minnesota. I am going to take Andrews, the right guard. We know he's got really good grades across the board. He just has D run blocking, but I'm going to take the upside of the A impact blocking, the A pass block. Go ahead, take our plug-and-play right guard, Isaiah Andrews here. Normal development, which is unfortunate, but we should be pretty decent overall. 87 strength, should be all right. All right, on the clock here again in the second. Going to look around a little bit. We did fully scout a bunch of receivers, but don't really need receivers much anymore now since we signed Elijah Moore. And none of them look any good. I mean, we got around 2 to 3 talent here. Javonte Bell. I'll maybe take a look at him here quickly. 6'4", physical receiver. Slow. I don't think I'm going to end up taking him. All right, I'm going with defensive tackle Gerard Jones here. He's a run stopper. He's a scheme fit. He's got beat power moves, which is kind of intriguing. Pretty solid grades across the board. Just get another defensive lineman on the team. Normal development, I'm not surprised. I haven't been drafting too well, I would say, for the most part in this video, but it's fine. All right, going to go with this receiver, Deontay Jones. Round 3 to 4 projection, round 2 to 3 talent. A little bit faster than the other guy. Like him a little bit more. So I'm going to take him. We know he's okay. 89 speed, 89 acceleration, 92 jumping, but gives us another receiving option. All right, I'm going to take this tight end Eddie Sims here. Mark Andrews up for a contract extension. Who knows if we're going to have the money to do it. Looks pretty good. Elite strength, great acceleration, good speed, great jumping. Looks like a pretty good option. Hidden development tight end. Makes maybe seeing Mark Andrews walk might not be as horrible. All right, fourth round, I'm grabbing another offensive lineman here. We're taking Wyatt Chapman out of USC. Normal development, 89 strength though. Just another rotational offensive lineman if we need it. And I'm going to let the CPU handle the rest. I guess that was the 5th round pick, sorry. 5th round pick, not 4th round pick. I'm going to let the CPU handle the rest. We'll see how we did. All right, draft recap. Isaiah Andrews is 74 overall, not bad. Gerard Jones, 65. That was not a good pick. Dang. Deontay Jones is a 70, which is fine. Eddie Sims, 10 Dev, only 65 overall. I thought he'd be higher. Honestly, thought Wyatt Chapman would be higher too. And the CPU drafted us a left tackle, a middle linebacker, and a halfback. Okay. Yeah, definitely could have maybe been a little bit better of a draft, but it's fine. I feel like for the most part, we kind of have our team in place. We just have to keep improving a little bit. And we made the playoffs last year. Hopefully we can obviously make the playoffs again because we'll probably only go a couple more years here. Pretty decent overall. So we'll see. All right. Quick look at the team going into year 4 of the rebuild. Coming off that wild card playoff appearance. Offensive line. It's actually pretty solid. I mean, hopefully Andrews is all right for us. I really like that Rudolph guy that they drafted as in development. Cool. Lamar, Swift, Deuce Vaughn still. Receiver, we brought in Elijah Moore still, Rashad Bateman, and JoJo Bradford. Hopefully he can get a development upgrade because he's an electric player. What's it? 98 speed, 98 acceleration. Yeah, he's got the tools to do it. Just like get development trade upgrade, buddy. And then defensively, front 7, I love if Clemens was playing over him, but they'll just move it. It's unfortunate. Merriweather, Murphy, it's definitely could be better. Defensively, we might need a 4th corner. I'll probably go sign a 4th corner here. Martin Humphrey, Owarie, and Keely Ringo. We got Jelani Tavai, Roquan Smith, Owe, Ajabo still, Kyle Hamilton, Marcus Williams. Yeah, I am going to go ahead and sign a 4th corner real quick, and then we'll get on to year 4. All right, 5-2 here at the midseason point. Best it's been. We were 4-3 last year. Now we're up to 5-2. Got a tough one here this week against the Bengals, but take a look. 7 players ready to negotiate. We'll get into this right away. Is our money getting better? It is. Because we have huge contract guys. We got Mark Andrews and Ronnie Stanley both up for extensions, and those are the 2 huge ones at the moment. We got a bunch of guys we got to bring back. I think Mark Andrews is probably the number 1 guy we need to go ahead and bring back. I will give him a player-friendly deal for, I'm going to try 4 years. We'll see if he takes that. He will. So Mark Andrews is back for 4, which is good. Ronnie Stanley also needs to come back. I'll give him that 2-year deal that he wants. It's going to put us down to $33 million in cap, but it is what it is. You got to do it. We still got Bateman, Owe, Ajabo, or Monty Owarie is more likely to not to worry about. So Isaiah Likely, he can go now because we just extended Andrews. I think I'm going to try Owe for a 2-year deal. He's coming back for 2. Okay, Owe for 2. We got 24 mil left to work with. Ajabo and Bateman are the last 2 I have to worry about. I'll probably be able to bring them both back. I think we should just give Bateman a contract. I mean, it's going to, like I said, it might not, it's going to hurt us money-wise maybe a little bit, but we got to do it. 3-year deal. I'm just going to give him the neutral contract. See if he takes it, he will. So Bateman's back as well. We got 18 million left, and I think it's just going to have to be Ajabo, and everyone else will figure it out. Falale, I'll probably try to bring back 2 in the offseason, so. But at least we brought back the guys that I know we needed to for the moment, so that's the big deal. Mock draft 2. We'll take a look at it while we're here. 5-2, so we're way down here. They have us taking a safety. Okay. Not as big of a deal. When we're not picking so high, the mock drafts don't really matter as much because it's kind of just who falls into our lap, unless it's a generational guy I need to go up and get. But we haven't seen that yet. There was a pretty good wide receiver in last year's class, but it just wasn't going to be worth it to move up into the top 5 at the time. Upgrade our players here quickly, and then I'll see you guys at the end of the season, hopefully in the playoffs. All right, Isaiah Likely's heading over to the Chargers. I got a 2nd-round pick for it, so we'll take it. I might sign a backup tight end while I'm here, just so that way we have our 2nd guy ready to go, since we just we just traded him. Noah Gray's here, cool. Well, yeah, we'll just bring Noah Gray in for the rest of the year, give us a 2nd tight end, cool. So Noah Gray comes in, takes over for where Likely was at. Makes sense. We're going to bring back Likely. We got a 2nd-round pick out of him. We will advance this thing to the playoffs. All right, 11-6. Wild card. Taking on the Bengals. Great. Good year for us again. We're getting a little bit better. We were 10-7 last year, and this year we're 11-6. One more game. Go ahead, and we'll take a look at the stats like we always do. We already know Lamar Jackson isn't going to throw for a ton, like always. 23 touchdowns, 7 picks. Swift, similar year, about 4 yards per carry. He did have 16 scores, though. Lamar, better on the ground this year, 8.67, 4.5 per carry, 9 scores, and Deuce Vaughn's getting a little bit of run, too. Receiving-wise, Elijah Moore definitely helped out a lot. 938, 8 scores. Rashad Bateman had an okay season as well. Mark Andrews took a little bit of a step back, but that's fine. JoJo Bradford continues to put up mediocre numbers, but it is what it is. He is 4th on the total poll. Jelani Tavai had 141 tackles. Wow. Roquan Smith had 120. That's crazy. Tackles for loss. Miles Murphy, 13. Owe, 12. Merriweather had 10, which is cool to see. And then you see 8.5 sacks for Miles Murphy. I've been pretty happy with Miles Murphy. Obviously, not insane numbers, but pretty happy with what he's done for us. Merriweather and Owe only had 3. Joe Job only had 2. Is what it is. Interception-wise, Tavai had 3. Marlon Humphrey had 3. Kyle Hamilton. Ringo didn't even have one this year. Wow. Jeez, Ringo. Figure it out. But yeah, gonna go ahead and advance right through. Can we defeat Cincinnati? Please. Let's get to the divisional. Get to the divisional. We do. 28-20 win over the Bengals. Puts us in the divisional against the 13-4 Colts, which is kind of nerve-wracking. They have, who'd they took? They took CJ Stroud in year 1. Ringo's up to an 85. What a dog. Divisional against Indianapolis. CJ Stroud. Jonathan Taylor. Let's go. Get lucky. Get us to the conference championship. Conference championship. 21-16, and we're taking on Kansas City. All right, we're into that point of the video where I will go ahead and jump in this one if I need to. We'll super sim it. We'll see if I need to jump in and try to win the game for us, which I'll probably not win the game for us. You guys know what I do in these rebuilds. I always struggle, but Kansas City at Arrowhead, always tough. Let's just go ahead and we'll get right into it. We'll play the moments, sim through it. Although, obviously, I'm not actually playing the moments. We're just going to go ahead and super sim through the game, and then we'll jump in if we need to. At least it's not snowing. That's nice. We take a 7-0 lead right away. I love it. We get a stop. We force the field goal, which is cool. We're driving again. And we didn't do anything with it. Great. And we have held the Kansas City to a field goal again. We just need to put up points, and we're not. 2-minute drill, put up points. Of course we can't. 7-6. This is so low scoring. We can't get a stop there. And we're down 12. Gosh, dang it. And what's happening now? Third down alert. Keep the drive alive. Can we score? We actually scored. All right. And we got the ball back. We scored again. Game's online. Make a stop. Not worrying about it. Defense needs my help. I'll jump in if we need to. Okay, here we go. Big end of the game drive. Down 7. Great. All right, coming out passing. Why do I do this to myself? Lamar, get out of there, buddy. Get out of there, buddy. I love using Lamar Jackson. He's so fast. Go, Lamar. Get out of bounds. Cool. All right, 1st and 10. Come on, Lamar. More so me. Yep, I'm throwing that incomplete. Good job. Screen pass. Oh, my gosh. It kind of worked. DeAndre Swift. Get out of there, buddy. Well, we could have lost a lot more yards. 3rd and 8. Not good. I meant to step up and throw that sooner. I'm selling. 4th and 8. I got to go for it. Got to go for it. Going 5 wide. Rip. Mark Andrews. Why'd he stop running? He was running a freaking drag and he stopped moving. He probably would have got the 1st down. Oh, we just lost. We lose in the AFC Conference Championship because I'm not good at the game. All right, we made the AFC Conference Championship. We're going to do one more year, see if we can get to the Super Bowl. All right, it's Chiefs, Bucks in the Super Bowl. Let's just see if we have any other any development trade upgrades from this year. Nothing on offense, and then defensively, anything? Doesn't look like it. All right, everyone still remains the same. Dang, that's unfortunate, man. Oh well, it is what it is. Mark Andrews, dude, keep running. And then the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. They defeat the Bucks. CJ Stroud won MVP for the Colts. Mac Williams coach for the Bengals. So I guess, our boy Zach Taylor got the boot. Cooper Kupp Offensive Player of the Year for the Rams. Matt Crosby Defensive Player of the Year for the Raiders. Quarterback Callum Stanton Offensive Rookie of the Year for the Dolphins, and then Defensive Rookie of the Year for the Browns is a safety Isaiah Warner. Geno Hunter won Super Bowl MVP for the Chiefs. Great. All right, 14 players ready to negotiate. We have $10 million. Ojabo's probably going to end up walking. Falale is the most important one because we need to keep a right tackle, I think. I don't know. We probably should just keep Ojabo and maybe look offensive tackle in the draft. It's probably the move. I'll try to bring Ojabo back. I'll give him a 3-year deal if he wants it. He wants it. If he doesn't, nah, he's gonna go free agency. That's fine. We can't afford to tag him. So Ojabo's gonna walk. I'm gonna try Falale. Once again, I'm gonna have to overspend for him, aren't I? We do overspend for him. We got 5 mil left. All right, free agency 1. We know Michael Parsons this year. I wish. We know we need outside linebacker. That's our number 1 need. I'm probably just gonna try to go get Ojabo again, just because I know we can afford him. He just doesn't have the interest in us, unfortunately. But we know we can afford him. I'm just gonna give him a 3-year deal. See if he takes that. I hope he does. That's our only offer it's gonna be. Ojabo is back. He didn't want it earlier. Takes it day 1 free agency. Make it make sense, man. But yeah, we have no other money to do anything. It's been the story of this entire rebuild, but it's fine. It's kind of cool when you kind of rolling with the same team the whole time. It's kind of nice having more of the actual core that the Ravens have in their life compared to just building an entirely new team every once in a while, which kind of seems like it happens in a lot of the other rebuilds. So we'll go ahead. We made the AFC Conference Championship. I mean, that's a W in itself. If Mark Andrews keeps running on that drag route, we probably have a first down. Not saying we score, but we might have had a chance. Either way, though, we'll move this through. 5th-year option. You guys already know we're picking him up. Miles Murphy. Yes, sir. He almost brought no value to the team last year. What is the assistant GM saying? He led our team in sacks and tackles for loss. What? All right, we're picking at 29. They want us to take a safety. We're in the last year of the rebuild. I was probably just taking best player available. Unless, hold on, is there a like stud that I should just go up and take? Because why not? Doesn't look like there's just an absolute dude. Shaq Dawson looks like he could be pretty cool. Maybe I move up for corner. Get another corner with Ringo. Looks like he's pretty good. We'll scout him maybe. Justin Walker. This guy looks pretty good too. Runs how B power moves. A tackle. This outside linebacker looks really good too. A pursuit. A tackle. Deion Wheaton. Could play middle. We don't need a middle linebacker though. But yeah, he's a stud. Elite speed. That dude's a baller. Yeah, but kind of looking at there's no one that we absolutely need to move up and take, so I'm just going to take a guy here at 29. It's probably going to have to be corner. We let Awarie walk, so it's probably going to have to be corner here. If there's anybody semi-relevant, I'll probably just take a swing on a cornerback here. Oh my gosh, there's nobody here. Maybe I should have moved up. I mean, I know they want us to take Ricky Barnes. This is who we're supposed to take here. I mean, he's probably a good player. Might end up just being the pick. I mean, Manny Hurst, he does have a man coverage. He could hypothetically move over into the corner. B play rack. A man. I'm going to take Manny Hurst. Normal depth, 92 speed, 89 acceleration. Depending on his man coverage, though, he could move over to corner for us. Oh, we have the first pick of the second round. Cool. Who did I trade? Who did I get this pick from? I don't even remember. We're going to take Ricky Barnes. I'm just going to take the other guy. It was the one I traded Isaiah Likely. So yeah, we're going to take Ricky Barnes in dev. Cool. So we get the guy we were supposed to take, plus we get Manny Hurst. Works out. Then our pick here at the back half of the second round. I mean, like basically the end of the second round. I'll probably make one more pick after this one and then just let CPU take care of the rest. I'm going to take another flyer on receiver. Elite speed, great acceleration, great agility. Jaleel M looks like a hooper. And he's got normal dev. Hooper, baller. He's got normal dev. They always have normal dev. All right, and I'm just going to go ahead. This will be my last pick I make. This is back into the third round. Just going to look around a little bit, figure out what we're going to do. Speed rusher. I'm already interested. B tackle, B pursuit. Might as well. Screw it. Normal dev. It is what it is. Gives another edge rusher. That'll do it for me drafting here in this video. We're just going to go ahead and advance the draft. We're going to do one more season. This will be the last year of the rebuild. Should be a pretty long one. But overall, it's been pretty successful. I just think it sucks when you don't have a ton of cap, and there's not a bunch of moves I want to make regarding the cap because I like all the guys that we're paying. So draft recap. We'll take a look at the top guys we took. So Manny Hurst is a 77 overall. I'm curious what he is at corner. Let's look at his ratings, though. Can he do it? 77 man, 72 zone. I think he can do it. I'm going to see what his overall goes to if he's a cornerback. 76, he only yeah, we're going to play him at corner. Manny Hurst is going to be a corner for us. They're both from Texas. Double safeties from Texas. Manny Hurst and Ricky Barnes both end up in Baltimore. Cool. Jaleel Lamb, yeah, 74 overall. He's really good. And then the CPU did the rest. I took Finney, but of course, who was not 65. But everyone else was the CPU. All right, last year, the rebuild here. We'll take a look at the roster. Just coming off an AFC Conference Championship appearance. Offensive line, solid. Mark Andrews still there with Bishop and Zach Kuntz. We got Elijah Moore, JoJo Bradford, Rashad Bateman. Could be better, but we don't pass the ball a ton anyway. Obviously, DeAndre Swift, who we signed a couple years back, Lamar Jackson, who is destroying our cap space. Defensive line, Marcus Clemens is going to start now with his Superstar X Factor, which is cool. We got Ringo, Humphrey, Hurst. I mean, I need to sign a fourth corner. I forgot to do that. Let me do that here in a second. Marcus Williams, Kyle Hamilton, Owe, Ojabo, Johnny Tavai, and Roquan Smith continue to be the backside of our defense. All right, I'm going to sign this corner, Oscar Humphrey. He's 23 years old, 76 overall, sitting here in free agency. Just enough to sign him to be our fourth cornerback. So we will take him. That'll be the roster going into this final year. I'll see you guys at the midseason point to see if I need to make any changes. All right, 4-2 here at the midseason point. I mean, it's pretty solid. Actually, everything. Our defense is pretty good. Offense, obviously, our passing yards per game will continue to not be great, but it's not too bad. I'm pretty happy with where we're at. 4-2. It's better than being under 500. Just gonna auto upgrade all of our boys. We will go ahead and I'll see you guys hopefully in the playoffs. All right, we actually won the division, 12-5, taking on the 10-7 Bengals. Great. Why do we got to play the Bengals right away? Well, auto upgrade all the people. Take a look at the stats one more time. Regular season stats for the last time. Lamar threw a lot of picks this year. Geez, 15 interceptions, not as good as normal. DeAndre Swift continues to put around like the same season. Lamar runs for about the same amount every single year. Rashad Bateman had a good year, about 1,100 yards receiving, 7 scores. Elijah Moore was all right. Mark Andrews was okay. Bradford was a little bit better, which is good to see. Defensively, Roquan Smith, 136 tackles. Tavai had 117. Tackles for loss, Marcus Clemens at 15. Superstar X Factor. Beast. Soup ever not going longer. He's a beast. Miles Murphy had 11. Owe had 11 as well. Sack numbers, Miles Murphy 9.5. Owe 9.5. Marcus Clemens at 8. That's the best sack numbers we've had. I mean, you can tell this is definitely the best team we've had for sure. Manny Hurst had 3 picks, the rookie that we moved over to corner. That's cool. Roquan had 2. Humphrey had 2. Kyle Hamilton. Geez, Keely Ringo doesn't get picks. It's because they're not throwing it his way. I know it. I know that's why he's not getting picks, because they're not throwing it his way. All right. Just going to go ahead and advance it. Can we get to the divisional? Please. We lose 41-38. Dang it. That sucks. That's very unfortunate. Dang it. Well, this is the final team. This is the final team we built with the Ravens. Honestly, it's not as good as the teams I've built in the past. Not even close. I mean, especially offensively. But I really like this team. Lamar, Swift, Elijah Moore, Bradford, Bateman at receiver. Mark Andrews we still had. We have Stanley, Linderbaum, Falale. Obviously, Andrews isn't real. Ekior is real from Alabama. Defensively, I mean, Marcus Clemens, great pick. Keely Ringo ended up being a great pick. Marlon Humphrey was here the whole time. Manny Hurst was solid for us. Clearly had 3 picks in his first year. Marcus Williams and Kyle Hamilton held it down at safety. And then Roquan Smith, Owe, and Ojabo. And then we obviously brought in Tavai late. So, overall, pretty successful. I mean, we made it to the AFC Conference Championship. We can't complain. Losing the Chiefs is always tough, but it happens all the time in the AFC. But appreciate y'all tuning in for this one. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know who you guys want me to rebuild next down below. A lot more rebuilds will start coming out once the NFL draft happens, because we'll actually know where the players are going. We'll have their actual team, and we can treat 2022 season in Madden as the 2023 year, and it'll just be a lot easier. So, like I said, like button, hit the sub button, comment who you want me to rebuild next. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace.